Hey guys, I'm back finally after a long time, and this time, hopefully, I'm here to stay. I'm gonna be bringing you guys a lot of very interesting reviews of mainly fountain pens. And to start things off, I think in front of me I have a very special pen which means a lot to me. And this video has been 10 years in the making. So yeah, let's start with the review. So to begin with the review, this is a Ratnam and Son Supreme. This is the top of the line model which they make, and this is a hand turned pen completely made by hand. But one sad thing is that they no longer make the handmade 14 karat gold nibs they were so famous for. But yeah, it's still a special model. It is their oversized pen. If you can see, first off we'll compare it with a few other fountain pens. So it's a little longer than the Lamy Safari, and next to the Preppy you can see, and finally the Kaweco Sport. So it's quite a large pen and very girthy as well, as you can see. Yeah, so this is made of ebonite, black ebonite, and I must say, out of all the other Indian pens, the finish on this is really good, and it feels in the hand like a solid pen. So it's a screw off cap, and one disappointing thing is how many turns it takes to screw the cap off. So let's start. That's one turn, two turns, three turns, fourth turn. Yeah, a little more than 4 turns to unscrew the cap, and the section is right here, and it comes with just a generic steel nib which I've removed, and as you can see, this is the nib that it comes with. This is just a generic steel. It says Genius Iridium Germany. I tried the pen with this nib and I was not thrilled about it, so I just swapped it for a Carnwright number 6 broad nib which I had laying around with its ebonite feet which came with the pen. Now it looks and writes better, as you'll see in the writing sample. So this takes a number 6 size nib, lot of threads, and there's a steep step down from the barrel. It's pretty sharp, and it's eyedropper filled. So usually what I was aware of was the Supreme used to come in a rounded off cigar shape, but to my surprise, when I got mine, it was the flat top version. I don't know if this was a choice or if they've stopped making the cigar shaped pen, but this feels nice. I don't mind the flat topped version, and the clip is, I think, made of brass. It's pretty solid, and it says Ratnam Sun, and with 2 cap bands which are also nice. So yeah, it's pretty simple pen, but the story behind the brand and the people who make it is what makes this pen special. It's made in Andhra Pradesh, in specifically Rajmundry in Andhra Pradesh, and this is the oldest fountain pen company and makers in India. They started in 1932. So the whole thing with this pen is it was made for Gandhiji back in the day, and they've still stuck around 3 to 4 generations later. And yeah, that's about it. Now let's get to how it writes. So this is not, I repeat, this is not the nib that it came with, and this is the size in the hand. Pretty feels pretty good for an Indian pen. I really like this size, and once you post it becomes huge. You can just compare that with the Lamy Safari I have here. posted, as you can see. Wait, pretty big. Love the section, pretty birdy again. And yeah, so this is the sorry if I was covering your view, or maybe I can just shift it. Yeah, this is better. Six. So the nib is pretty smooth, and the ink flow is generous, but it was a task pulling out the nib and feed. They don't recommend it, but I had to use a couple of tools and hammer it out. And the feed is really huge piece of ebonite. So here you can check for the wetness. Yeah, pretty wet. The flow is nice, as I said. Yeah, I think that's about it. This is a cherished pen in my collection, and I'm gonna hold on to it for a long time. And there is really no other pen like it because of the history and what it means to me, because I do have a couple of other Ratnam Sun pens, and they've held up pretty well over the years. And it's sad to see they don't make gold nibs anymore, but that would be a really expensive pen if it did have a gold nib. But maybe in the future I can get a Canwright or some other gold nib here, but for now this does the job. And also you can see it's pretty thick ebonite, and the main thing about it is the size and how it's finished and how it feels in the hand. Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.